Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday Wise. The question that we have today is, can you allow differences in your life? What would it take for you to accept and allow the differences that you have with others? And we're not just talking about race and color and religion, that most of this is huge in our world today, but to allow maybe your neighbors, your friends, your family members to have their own choice. There's not one human that is exactly like the other. And we all may appear to be the same, but we're not. So we all have a difference. We all have differences within our DNA, within the way we choose things. And it's the most wonderful gift that we have as being a human being, is that, yes, indeed, we are all different. So the first place to acknowledge about yourself is, are you controlling? And if you think that you're not controlling, ask some of your friends or family, or maybe they've even told you that you're controlling. So a controlling personality allows for little difference between you and others. And what does controlling do for you? Ask yourself that. For some, it makes them feel strong. It makes them feel powerful, knowing that they have the right way to do things and that everything that they do is right and they can't accept anything less than that. But in reality, a controlling personality is usually about a fear of getting it wrong or being less than, or maybe you feel abandoned if you didn't stand up and claim your rightness. But control, when we think about it, doesn't really rise from a benevolent heart. It actually comes from insecurity. It comes from a place where the ego is in an attempt to create a bigger, better self. And sometimes that's at the expense of others. So which way do you choose to be? How does not accepting others' differences serve you in the long run? Are you content and happy in your life? Do you find pleasure in believing that you are right and better than others? These are questions that you need to ask yourself to really dig into this personality that you've created for you in this time period of where are you within your heart space in accepting others, even if it's minute. Where are you with that? The beliefs that we hold true about ourselves can mask that reality that we are controlling, or that we cannot accept and allow individuation. So if you're looking for a peaceful mind, if you're looking for an open heart of allowance and acceptance, then you have to allow others' choices to start with that. So even the small things, somebody, your child, your partner wants this for dinner when you want that. Don't create don't create the antagonism in relation to the relationship. Okay, take a look at, they have a right to have something different than what you have. So what happens if another's choice becomes dangerous? It becomes life-threatening in some way to you, or you believe that it is. In that way, you're in this power struggle. You're in this place of, I am right, no, I am right. And pushing back or claiming authority over them is usually not the best solution. Communication can be, but then you have to maintain a neutrality in entering into that communication by staying neutral, aligning yourself with what they are saying, listening to them, available for their input. You may not agree with them, but to escalate into the power struggle will get you nowhere fast. We look at the alignment that we're seeing these days with the police and the demonstrators. And they're out there on that front line. And so force begets force, right? They come at each other because those police look a certain way, and we're not going to allow, because nobody wants to be controlled. Most people just want to be heard. They want to be accepted for who they are, because they believe that they need to be. And for what we are dealing with right now, they do need to be heard. All right. So when officers, when they disarmed, when they got down on their knee, when they maintained neutrality, when they got engaged to those that were in distress, something changed for both parties. The demonstrators felt heard. They were seen for what they were standing up for. Does it mean that it resolved everything that these demonstrations were about? No, but it at least is a beginning. It's a place of foundation of neutrality to move forward on. And every human deserves that respect. So to allow differences between you and others, and an element of respect for who they are, their experiences that have led them to be different in your eyes, And what is each person that comes into your life pointing out to us? What are they pointing out to you about you? Because that's what happens in our lives is we get people that come into our lives that are there to reflect something about us, to point out something that we may be blind to. So when you look deeper into yourself, then change can happen. Respect what life has offered you. Respect the people that life has brought to you. And have a great week. Thank you for listening. We will catch up later.